Hello everyone, this is Bazzoka, and welcome back to another episode of Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards. In the last episode, extra video, I went through the options of minigames, theater, soundcheck, and settings, showing off all the displays, including a special Japanese one. So yes, this time I'm going to go into the enemy info. Look at that, look at all those cards, look at all these cards. These are where all the cards that you get throughout the game, and they go straight in here. They just show off a picture of the enemy, and their number, and their name. Like that. Pretty fancy. Thing about getting cards is, though, you might not get them all in one go. You have to play through the game, or play through levels multiple times, because there are 81 cards, and you're not guaranteed to get a new one every time, because the more you get, the harder it is, like, the lower the chance, that's it, lower the chance it is to get a new card. So, without further ado, I'm going to do something special with this first page, because this first page is full of bosses. So, starting off, number 1 and number 2, we have Wispy Woods and Wispy Woods Jr., two bosses of Popstar. Well, technically it's Wispy Woods, and then Wispy Woods Jr. is like its subordinate or something, I don't know. But yes, Wispy Woods himself can only puff out air at you and spit apples, and Wispy Woods Jr. can only jump into you and spit smaller puffs of air. So yeah, but when he gets angry, he will shake apples at you and also rage at you with his roots. That's it. So, after that, we move on to number 3, Pix, the boss of Rockstar. Pix is interesting because the first phase, as you recall in my playthrough, he doesn't actually try. Well, he tries to hit you, but you can't hit him, and it's more of a dodging game until you reach the top. Once you reach the top, Pix has basically 3 segmented pieces of health, where each gem, or whatever you want to call it, each one of those things has its own life, and you can kill him that way. Yeah. Shoot pieces of his DNA at him, or what have you, whatever you want to call those little things. Next up, number 4, we have Acro, Killer Whale, boss of Aquastar. Acro has an odd diet of Gordo fish bones, I guess skull bone, or whatever, boneheads, and pedos. I'll get to that later. He has an odd diet, very odd diet, and he'll try and ram into you and spit those things in his diet. Very, very odd. After Acro, we have number 5. Number 5 is Magman, the boss of Neostar. Magman, quite fittingly, sends pillars of lava at you, and after that phase, he will actually chase after you and breathe fire and cause rocks to fall from the ceiling. That's about it. You'd expect more lava at that point, but apparently not. So next up we have number 6 and number 7, HRH and HRE. The boss of Shiverstar. HRH, the humanoid form, starts off the battle and he tries to hit you with his giant paddle-like arms, shoot lasers, or shoot missiles at you. Either way, they're quite impressive, albeit kind of slow. And next, after that, he turned into his ship form, HRH, where he can also shoot a bigger missile, try and snip you with his now scissor-like claws, and he can also turn back into HRH for that moment and try and crush you as in hit you and 1 point of damage, and not crush you, you're dead. So after HRH and HRE, we have number 8, Miracle Matter, the fake boss of Ripple Star. No, well, the boss of Ripple Star and the fake final boss. There we go. Miracle Matter has a total of 21 points of health because that is 7 times 3, children. Learn your math. So, each points of health. He has 21 points of health because he has 7 different forms, and each one can take 3 hits. He can turn into all the different types of abilities, and whatever ability he's using, that is the only thing that can hurt him. So yes, very, very versatile boss. However, kind of easy, and pretty cool if you ask me, but a pain in the butt to draw. So, after that, we have number 9, the final boss, 02, not 02, 02. It's 02, kids, okay? Yeah. Number 9, final boss, 02 from Darkstar. And it's not 02, it's not O squared, it's not 0 squared, it's 02. Trust me, that's what it says in the Japanese book. So yes, he will try and shoot you with some weird crystal-y stuff from his eye. And if you hit him there long enough, he will be stunned, and you can shoot his halo off and hit that bandage on top. And then once you do that, you could either destroy his wings or go straight for his thorny tail. So yes, indeed. And that does it for the bosses. Now we'll go on to the enemies. We have at number 10, NZ. Number 11, Rocky, who gives you the rock ability. Number 12, Bronto Burt. He will, if you hold him above your head, he will actually make you ascend for a little bit, and then you'll start to fall. And also, if you try and throw him, he won't go straight. He'll go forward a little bit and then arc upwards until he's off screen. So he's one of the few enemies that has an odd throwing arc to him. Excuse me there. Alright, number 13, we have Scud, the missile, gives you bomb, go away fly. Number 14, Gordo, the first invincible enemy in this list. Number 15, Shotzo, another invincible enemy on this list. 16, Spark Eye, not the Eye Spark, so it has nothing to do with Microsoft or Apple. I don't know why I said Microsoft. Or, you know what? I'm stupid. Just don't listen to me. He gives you spark ability. Number 17, Bouncy, bounces. Yes. Number 18, Glunk. Oh, wait a minute. Number 16, Spark Eye. If you hold him above your head, he can, or it can shoot 3 directions of energy balls or whatever when you hold it above your head. Glunk also can do something when you hold above your head. It will shoot it off its pearl projectile thing every once in a while. So yes. Number 19, we have Slushy, only found in water, and only in the last 2 levels, I think. Yes. Number 20, we have Chili. Chili, when you hold him above your head and throw him, he will be separated into 2 pieces because, well, if you look at him, he's 2 snowballs technically, so there you have it. Number 21, Propeller. Propeller will only chase after you if you have an ability, otherwise it's quite calm and mellow. Also, Propeller, if you hold it above your head, will make you ascend. However, if you hold it above your head for too long, it will explode for absolutely no reason. I think that might be a reference to Dreamland 3 or something. I'm not sure. Alright, next up, 22, we have Glom, an invincible background enemy. Glom will only appear if you get close enough to its hole, where it will try and eat you if you do. Yes. Number 23, we have Mahal. Mahal. Yeah, an odd enemy where if you kill him after he goes down into his hole, he will make an explosion like a bomb. It's very odd. So, yeah. Number 24, we have Puppy Pro Jr., who gives you bomb ability. Oh yes, staple bomb enemy. Next up we have number 25, Splinter the spiky log, who is also an invincible enemy. Next up we have number 26, Goblin, another background invincible enemy, try and eat you from behind. What a little cheater. Yeah. Number 27, Connie Crab. If you hold Connie, whatever. If you hold it above your head, Connie will occasionally snip upwards, like a crab should, except more often than it normally would. I'm starting to make no sense. But yeah, if you hold it above your head, it will attack for you. Next up, we have another invincible enemy, Bevolt, number 28. Bevolt will only appear on chains or poles that you can climb up to attempt to shock you off. So yes. After that, we have number 29, Sir Kibble, staple cutter enemy. You cannot forget Sir Kibble. Sir Kibble is a sir, and therefore you must... brain fart. Whatever. Let's move on. Number 30, we have Gabon, or Gabon. I don't know. Gabon will throw bones at you. However, if you do inhale that skull off of its head, Gabon will be completely helpless and be afraid of you and run away. Number 21, we have this odd creature, Mariel. I don't understand. It's like a dark matter spider thing. It's very odd. I still don't understand it to this day. Okay, next up, number 32. 32 is I cubed, and I believe this is I cubed, not I3, because it makes more sense. It is a cube, it has an eye on it, and it is also an indestructible enemy that will try and hit you as you try and pass underneath it. Yes. Next up, number 33, yet another invincible enemy, Snipper. I do believe an antlion-esque kind of thing. Like antlion stuff, I don't know. Only appears in pits of sand and will pop up only when you're close enough to him. However, he's usually out of reach and only can get you if you go beneath the platforms that are provided. Poor guy. Next up, we have number 34, Blowfish. Gives you bomb ability. Get too close to him and he will explode, making him kind of hard to combine abilities with, so yeah. So it's usually a good idea to get him first and then whatever ability you want after, just in case. Excuse me. Number 35, Bonehead. Yeah, it's a random enemy. Just, it's a rattling skull, but when you get close to it, it grows wings for some reason. I don't get it. I don't get a lot of stuff. But that's the Kirby universe for you. Next up, number 36. Number 36 is Squibby. Some weird... I think it's like based off of a sea angel or something. Those things are creepy. But they look very nice. Very majestic. Okay, I'm getting kind of off topic here. Squibby, very interesting enemy. Usually appears in areas where you have to travel above them. Rightfully so, because their attack can only hit above them. So yeah. And also they're only found in water for good reason. Next up, number 37, we have Bobo. Gives you fire ability. Standard fire enemy. Next we have Bo. Very interesting enemy where when you inhale it and pull it above your head, I think this is one of the enemies that just disperse into nothing. I'm not entirely sure. I should have checked beforehand, but whatever. So, that was 38. Number 39 is Punk with a C. With a C! You have to be careful. It's not a K. That's inappropriate. I don't know how, but it is. Anyway, Punk will give you needle ability. Clear cut. Too bad it wasn't, what was his name? Togeze? That weird needle caterpillar thing? I think that would have been cooler, but whatever. I guess polygon restrictions. Anyway, I'm rambling. Next up, number 40, Might. Might has an interesting throwing arc where if you throw it, it will go in a downward arc, and once it hits the ground, it will dig into the ground and disappear. Interesting enemy. Number 41, Sandman. He is an enemy that I know for sure that if you pull above your head, he'll disperse into nothing because he is literally just sand. Next up, number 42, Flopper, fish that replaces Blipper for whatever reason. Flopper, if you hold him above your head underwater, he will let you travel forward in the water at a decent speed, I would say. So, he's a good enemy to have above your head if you have no ability. Next up, number 43, we have Kapar. Kapar, based off of the mythological creature Kappas. If the name wasn't a hint enough, it gives you the cutter ability. Yeah. Number 44, we have Maw. Maw will actually... Maw can not be inhaled. Maw can be killed, but he cannot be inhaled. One of the few enemies that cannot be inhaled, and he's only found in like a couple of areas anyway. Which is very odd, if you ask me. But in any case, number 45, we have Drop. Drop is obviously a droplet of water, but I also believe he's like some kind of a like animal cell creature, because like that red thing reminds me of a nucleus so much. And the only reason why I know this, or I even related that to it, is because at the time when I was playing Kirby 64 constantly, I was in biology class, I do believe. And it just reminded me so much of the topic we were on. And also, I'm, again, rambling. Drop, if you hold him above your head, he will disperse because he is water, basically. Poor guy. Didn't stand a chance. Next up, number 46, we have Pedo. Get your mind out of the gutter, as it is Torpedo. Torpedo. Okay? It's a bomb. Simple as that. Number 47, we have No, the invincible background-ish enemy. Throw fireballs at you. Sneaky guys, ghosts and all. Number 48, have the Tick. No, not the Tick. The Tick is blue. This thing's mildly peach-colored. This Tick will give you Needle ability, and there's also a evil thing. Hey, you're cute now. Next up, number 49, we have Karen. Karen, the stacks of rock will obviously give you rock. Karen, if you hold above your head and throw it, it will be segmented into 3 parts, kind of like chili. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind. Next up, number 50, we have Pompeii, the living small volcano thing. It will also give you rock. Yeah. Something odd. I thought, like, given it's like almost a volcano, I thought it would have been cool if like enemies could give you combined abilities already, and he would give you the fire rock ability, because that's basically a volcano. I don't know, maybe that would make things a little bit too convenient. Especially where you find him, I think. I don't know. Whatever. Next up, number 51, we have Hack. Hack, the hatchet axe thing. I don't know my tools. But he'll give you rock. One thing I find odd is he doesn't give you cutter. I always found that odd. Like, why doesn't something that has a giant cutting surface on it not give you cutter? I guess it's because the cutting part is made of rock? I don't know. Maybe I'm just overlooking it, but whatever. Overanalyzing. Number 52, we have Burnus, the burning bird of burningness. He'll give you fire, and he's found in fire levels. What else do you want from me? Number 53, we have Fishbone, the cutter-giving, skeletal, colorful thing. If you hold it above your head, actually, it will turn into a very good projectile where it will constantly shoot out its head at a decent pace, giving you a pretty good projectile when you have no ability, especially when you're up against Acro. So, hint hint, nudge nudge, punch punch. Number 54, we have Frigus, the ice bird. From Burnus to Frigus, we give he gives you ice, obviously. Found in Ice Worlds. And nothing else to say. Next up, number 55, Sawyer. He gives you Cutter. Basic. He's a saw. Next up, we have Turbite. Obviously, a pun on Turbine. He'll give you Spark. Another enemy that gave Spark, number 57. I forgot Turbite is number 56. 57, Plug with 2 Gs. 2 Gs. You have to remember, it's 2 Gs. Gah! Plug will give you Spark, as I said. Number 58, Ghost Knight. Ghost Knight is an interesting enemy where if you throw basic projectiles like ability stars and stuff like that, he'll actually be able to block it with his shield. So he's one of the, just like Blowfish, he's a hard enemy to combine with other enemies. So it's better to get Ghost Knight first if you need Needle, and he's the only one there, and then combine it with something else. Number 59, we have Zeus. Zeus, the imposter god, will give you Spark. I'm on to you, Zeus. We have number 60, Cacti. Cacti? I think it's Cacti. Cacti the cactus. Gives you Needle. Simple, simple. Number 56. Number 60. Wow. I can't read. Number 60. Rockin' the missile thing. I'm not really sure what it is, but it'll give you Bomb. And unfortunately, this guy only shows up once, and only in the beginning of, like, Shiver Star 4. Yeah, Shiver Star Stage 4 or something like that. It's very odd. It's just, they could have used, like, Pedo or something. Pedo. They should have used Pedo. But, I digress. Number 62, Cha-Cha, the Maraca Dancer. Yep. That's about it. Number 63, we have Galbo. Gives you fire, and if you hold Galbo above your head, if you hold Galbo above your head, it will constantly do its fire-breathing attack with, like, pauses in between, but, yeah. Sorry about that. Next up, number 64, we have Bumper. Bumper Parasol. If you hold it above your head, you'll descend your fall, because, like any parasol should, it slows your fall. Simple as that. Number 65, we have Scarfy, another uninhalable, like, enemy. Scarfy is evil, where if you try and inhale it, it will turn into this demonic cyclops thing, and it will follow you. It's kind of creepy. Kind of creepy for a Kirby game. Kirby games are for kids, guys. Don't worry about it. Number 66, we have Nuff. Nuff, I do believe, is a returning enemy from the Dreamland 3. Yeah, the Dreamland series. Like Dreamland 2 and Dreamland 3. I'm not sure. Again, I haven't really played those games, so I'm not entirely sure. But I think that's where they're from. Anyway, number 67, we have Emp. Emp the Penguin gives you Ice, the cowardly animal. But I'd be afraid too if there was a cannibalistic pink blob coming after everyone and eating us. That's kind of redundant. Cannibalistic and eating us. Oh, English is good. I am. Number 68, we have Magoo. Gives you fire, only found in lava, for good reason. Indeed. Number 69, Yariko. Yariko is actually, if it's a straight translation from Japanese, it's just Spirit Child, really. And I find it interesting how it wasn't changed to something different. So yeah, very interesting. Throw spears at you. I didn't like it. Here we have the first instance, number 70, Flutter. Flutter is an interesting enemy, quote-unquote, because it's not even an enemy, and you only ever see it twice. It's the first levels of Popstar and Ripple Star. It's just there on the pathway. It doesn't do anything, it's just there. And it's odd. So, nah. Anyway, moving on, number 71, we have Wall Shotzo, another indestructible or invincible enemy that's also in the background. Unlike normal Shotzos, where they just fire. Well, actually no. These Shotzos can wall Shotzos can only follow you, and they only show up in one level, and that's the alien ship level in the Rockstar. So yeah. Next up we have number 72, Keke. Keke is only found in backgrounds, really. And again, it's not really an enemy, it's just there. I do believe in like Dreamland 3, it gives you the clean ability. But in this game, she only gets a brief cameo in a few stages. Here we go, last page. Number 73, Sparky, the generic staple of spark-giving enemy. Yeah, that's right. Right, did I miss anything? No, I haven't. Okay. Here we have number 74, not 47. 74, we have Ingus the Rock, that's not even living, so I still question its status as an actual enemy, but whatever. Number 75, Flora. I do believe if you hold Flora above your head, she will make you slowly descend as you twirl around like a pretty princess. Moving on. Number 76, Putt, the evil worm spike top thing, always throws boulders at you, but that's no problem. Next up, number 77. This is a mouthful. Number 77, we have Terran, the pterodactyl thing. If you hold Terran above your head, you can actually glide for the entire time you have it out. You'll slowly fall, but you'll glide for at a decent speed, so it's an interesting traveling enemy. Next up, number 78, we have an enemy you cannot inhale. Mumbies, yeah, they can't be inhaled, but you can still kill them, just like Moz. So, yeah, just like Moz and Scarfies. So it's an interesting enemy. Only follow you if you have your back turned. So it's almost like the Boo enemy of Kirby, except you can actually kill it. So yeah. Next up, number 79, Poopa. Poopa is an odd larva thing. Hangs on a thread. If you destroy the thread, it will fall down to its doom and explode in a bomb-like fashion for whatever reason. And Poopa is another enemy that cannot be inhaled, so you can destroy it, but it's just it can't be inhaled for whatever reason. Next up, we have number 80, Mopu. Mopu. Get your mind out of the gutter. Mopu, it can only be found in the cloud levels of I do believe Shiverstar, and it's simple traveling patterns. That's it. It's just there to get in your way. And finally, number 81, we have Zebon. As I said in the gameplay, the playthrough, Zebon is not really an enemy. It is basically the canon of the game, and it just sends you in directions. It's very prominent. Go away, fly. Zebon is very prominent in Shiverstar in the cloud level, where it will literally transport you into different parts of the level. So yes, that is it. All 81 cards done and accounted for. Yeah. And this is much shorter than the first time I did it. So yes, that is all the enemies in the enemy info, all the cards. Yep, that's it. So, that's it for this extra video. Next extra video, I will be doing boss battles. And I'm going to be trying to do something amazing, but that will have to be soon to be seen. And if I actually try and do that, because it's going to be such a pain in the butt to do. But I thank you all so much for watching, and well, the few of you who are actually watching. I thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys later. Have a good day.